Vishal, high performance coach and lead trainer at Mesh. In this video, I want to talk to you about talent versus grit. Many people falsely assume that your natural skills and natural talent is the ultimate gateway to anything or everything we ever dreamed of. Whenever we see someone extremely successful in life or in business, a child prodigy, for instance, who could play an exceptional piano, someone who could sing really well, or someone who could dance really well, we immediately say things like they got lucky, they had it easy because all the natural skills and natural gifts. The world only pay attention to the final product. They never look behind the curtains and pay attention to the amount of work one had to put in to become this overnight success. These child prodigies, they dedicate their entire childhood to their craft to become this massive success at an early age. While it is really awesome to have these natural skills and natural talents and natural assets, but your talent does not guarantee success. No amount of raw talent get to dictate how long you get to play this game. Grit, on the other hand, is your ability to keep moving forward towards the direction of your deepest desire, even in the face of total chaos and uncertainty. It's your mental stamina to stay with your problems longer than anyone else and turn your ideas into its physical reality. It does not matter how much raw talent God has bestowed upon you, but at some stage in your life, things are gonna get tough. Things are gonna get ridiculously tough, and things are not going to get handed over to you because you have this natural skills or talent. At a certain stage in your life, whatever can go wrong will go wrong. And in those weak moments, the talent and natural talent and skills we are so proud of never gonna come to your rescue. And that's why you have to develop qualities such as resiliency and grit in your character so you can keep moving forward even under extreme uncomfortable situation. The comfort has never produced one resilient warrior. Let's talk about Michael Jordan. Now, I'm not a massive fan of basketball, but we all know Michael Jordan as one of the greatest basketball players in the history of human mankind. Now, many might say that that's because he was 6.5 centimeters tall and he was an extremely gifted basketball player from the beginning. Maybe, I don't know. But let me tell you this, he got cut from his high school basketball team because he was 5'11" at the time. He came home that day and cried all night, but then he was also the first one to arrive at the gym the next day and the last one to leave. He put in more work than anyone else to qualify for the next season. According to his coaches and players who played next to him over the years, what really separated Michael Jordan back in the day because he was willing to put in more work than anyone else. 1997 NBA final between Chicago Bulls and Utah Jazz is the prime example of his character. The night before the finals, he was down with 103-degree temperature and flu symptoms. He had a choice not to play that game, but he also knew that his team needed him in that game, and he did not want to let his team down. So he played with 103-degree temperature and flu symptoms, scored 38 points in that game, helped Chicago Bulls win the final, and he was also the most valuable player in that season. Now, I don't see only talent here. What I see is sickening work ethics. What I see is resiliency and mental stamina to perform under extreme pressure. And that's why he dominated the game for so long. Many still think that he never had to fail in his entire life. Let me tell you this, that he had missed more than 9,000 shots in his career. He lost 300 games. 26 times he had been trusted to take the game-winning shot and he missed. He had failed over and over and over again in his life, and that's why he succeeded, and that's why he had dominated the game for so long. Let me give you two more examples from the business world. Alibaba.com and Amazon. Let me begin with Alibaba.com. Now the market capitalization of Alibaba is $350 billion, and the founder of the company is Jack Ma, whose net worth is $39 billion. Now, Jack Ma doesn't see himself as particularly talented or gifted. He even confessed in one of his interviews that he doesn't have any entrepreneurial genes in his DNA. When he was in primary school, he failed. Middle school, he failed twice. When he was in his 20s, he applied for several different jobs and got rejected. He went to apply for a job with the police. They blatantly rejected him. When KFC first came to China, 24 people went for the job interview. 23 got accepted. He was the only one who got rejected. He applied for Harvard Business School 10 times and got rejected all the 10 times. He had failed over and over and over again in his life as well, but still had the audacity to dream big. And now he's running a company worth $500 billion. Now, Jeff Bezos, Jeff Bezos started Amazon when he was 30 years of age out of his garage. He warned his initial investors that Amazon had 70% of chances to go bankrupt in the first 3 years. But then Amazon survived 3 major financial market crashes. 2001 dot-com bubble, when 90% of internet-based startups went out of business overnight. 2007 subprime crisis, housing collapse, which led to global financial crisis. Wall Street wiped out $12.8 trillion overnight. Amazon survives. 2008, Amazon stock was trading at $97. In 2018, it was trading at $1,650, making Amazon the first company to reach the market capitalization of $1 trillion, making Jeff Bezos the richest man on earth with a net worth of $140 billion. Now, these are not the example of people who began their journey with millions and millions and millions of dollars in their trust fund. They began their journey as underdogs. They had a vision, they had a dream, but they also had the humility and awareness to keep on reinventing themselves. When other big players closed their businesses, closed their shops, these companies survived, and now they're dominating the marketplace. So what I'm trying to tell you guys, if you got a dream, if you got an idea, don't put it on the back burner because someone actually told you that you don't have certain skills or some sort of talent to turn it into a reality. Just because none of your family member ever had to run a business doesn't mean that you're not cut out for it as well. Okay, get the right information for the right resources, and once you have the information, go get in the middle of the grind, put in the work, develop qualities such as resilience and grit in your character, right? Because the moment you're gonna make a decision, things gonna happen to you. You're gonna attract adversity, you're gonna attract challenges, you're gonna fail, okay? Have the humility to reinvent yourself. Have the humility to pivot whenever there's some challenges, right?